YouTube, welcome back. It's KLFX here, and I'm back with another one. So, in today's video, I'm gonna talk about a trade that I called on the private mentorship group. It was a very interesting trade because this actually comes with the concept of Asia Session Liquidity rate, which basically is we wait for it, whatever Asia high or Asia low to be liquidated, and then we try to ride the move to take out the other other side of the Asia liquidity session. So this trade, this concept, actually I talked about last year on a video. I actually did a breakdown on a GU trade, so I'm gonna link the video right here for you guys to watch. But this is gonna be a very interesting one. I actually called this trade beforehand for the students, and I'm gonna explain the trade that I called and the one that I ended up taking on this particular setup. So this is basically Asia session model. This actually you just need 2 hour window basically, right? We're just gonna need the 7 8 looking from the using the London time. You're just gonna need from 7 a.m. all the way to 9 a.m. just 2 hour window to be able to catch this this kind of scalping, right? Because basically you're just trying to catch trying to ride the liquidation of Asia high and Asia low, and usually it tends to happen between Frankfurt session and the first hour of London session, right? So before I get into the video, guys, let's hit the like button, let's subscribe. I'm trying to get to 2K this year, so 2024 is definitely going to be our year. So if you agree with that, let's smash the like button, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Now, so on GU, I'm going to do a top-down analysis. Basically, we're just going to understand how I was able to break down, how I was able to decipher the whole setup, right? Because here I actually started from the higher time frame, all the way from the monthly, all the way to the lower time frame. So this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to start from the monthly time frame. And also, this is going to be a lesson on top-down analysis that some people actually struggle with. So looking at GU from the monthly time frame, it's very clear to see that we're on a bearish trend, and we have a bearish intention right here, because if you look left, we had this previous structure low, high, so price broke structure, came back to mitigate this supply zone, broke structure again, came back to supply zone, and then it broke structure again. So we're seeing that the overall intention from the monthly time frame is bearish. Price comes to this monthly supply zone. So usually when price comes to my monthly supply zone, what I'm waiting for is a weekly change of character, right? That's the confirmation that I need to see, at least a weekly change of character once price comes to a monthly supply. So we look at the monthly time frame, we have this nice change of character. So we have a change of character, price comes into the weekly supply zone, and now we expect price to tap here and continue to move all the way to the downside. So that's just basically it for GU. So let me just bring price back. Okay, so that's basically it from the weekly time frame, right? Just we have this change of character when price tapped the monthly supply zone, came back, now we're expecting price to drop. So once price comes to my weekly supply zone, I like to drop down to daily time frame or / 4 hour. So in this case, I'm going to look at the 4 hour, because basically that's what I looked at for this particular trade. So if we look at the 4 hour, right here, is price had tapped that weekly supply zone. So we have this swing high, then this low, then this high. So we have a change of character on the 4 hour. Price came back to the supply responsible for the break. Then we have another break of structure. So basically here we have that in bearish intention on the 4 hour as well. So if you're a scalper, your higher time frame is supposed to be the daily and 4 hour. That's it, right? For scalpers, intraday traders, your higher time frame is supposed to just be 4 hour and daily. That's it. You don't need the monthly. The monthly is just to get at the whole picture of a long-term view, right? Of the pair. But as an intraday trader, your high time frame is supposed to be just the 4 hour and daily. If you can just keep it 4 hour, you're good. So price comes to my 4 hour supply zone. What am I looking for next? I'm looking for medium time frame. Some people struggle they end up dropping to lower time frame when price comes to a 4-hour supply zone. Sometimes it can work, but a lot of times, because the 4-hour supply zones, the point of interest tend to be huge in range. Sometimes you're gonna get taken out a lot of times before you ride. So I always recommend once price comes to your 4-hour point of interest, wait for medium time frame shift. So medium time frame is going to be M15, M20 or M30. So I'm going to drop right here to M30 time frame. So if we look at what's going on the M30, it's very, very clear right here. Price tapped this 4-hour, we read the structure, we have a high, we have this low, then we have a high. Then price breaks structure right here, then it pulls back. So we have this decisional, right? When price came back, it pulled back a little bit, then broke structure. So this right here was the decisional. Price came back. I actually took a sell right here on my one-on-one with a student. So if you guys would love to see me doing the breakdown on this one, put it on the comment section below. GU, I'm gonna break down this trade for you guys. So price came to the decisional, then it broke structure again. So we had this one at the extreme, right? This one right here has some sort of imbalances. That's when price came all the way up and then it started to push all the way down. So the intention on the medium time frame is bearish. Price came to this supply. What we're expecting to see is price coming all the way down to take out the low. Now, because we didn't catch the initial reaction when price came in the POI, that's no problem. If we miss the mitigation, we can still catch the move as price is coming down, because that's basically the intention, is to see price coming down to take out the M30 previous low. So on this particular scenario, based on the Asia Session Liquidity rate, this was very interesting because we just need to mark, for example, the Asia high and the Asia low for this one. So if we look at it, for example, we have, let me just mark this wall zone right here. Right, so this wall zone was the Asia session, right? So basically what we're waiting for is, during this zone, we want to see the last hour of Frankfurt, which is 7 a.m., right? So right here, that's when, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. kicks in and is about to take the Asia high. So we understand that the medium time frame intention is bearish. So we want to, even if price takes out the high, long term, we want to ride price all the way down. Right, to take the Asia low as well as to take the M30 previous low, because that's the intention is bearish. So if we play price right here, for example, we're going to see price that Frankfurt kicks in right here, 7 a.m. is taking the Asia high. So what I'm looking for is for the confirmation to the downside. I want to see price start to change the trend, right, from bullish to bearish. So up to this point, the structure is bullish right here on the lower time frame. So I want to see that first change of character, right? So right there, we have the change of character right here. So that's the first major break of structure. Now you have this beautiful POI right here. You can set a limit order right here, but that's risky, right? Because as we know, a change of character is not a confirmation of trend shift. It's just the first sign of bearish intention, because sometimes price can give a change of character and then continue to push to the downside. To the upside. So in this scenario, I like to wait for the second break, especially for this Asia Session Liquidity model, right? So I'm gonna play price a little bit. So price keeps on dropping. I want to see price coming back to mitigate that supply zone. So price is coming back right there. It tapped the demand zone. Boom, we have another break of structure. So right here, so once we had this second break of structure right here, so price came back to this blue, it mitigated. That's when I called this one right here on the private mentorship right here. So you guys can see right here on the right, that's the trade that I called for the students. So it was after we had the second break of structure, right? So this right here was just the confirmation that we have shifted from bullish to bearish and we're about to take the Asia low, right? So some people actually caught this trade on the group, right? I actually had a couple of students that took the trade. Right here on the right, you can even see one of the students that actually caught the trade. So me personally, I ended up taking, I waited for the third break of structure, right? So I didn't get an entry right here, me personally on this one, but it was a very, very nice one, as you guys can see. So let me just bring price. Price came back, it started to drop, went all the way to TP, which was to take out this M3 previous low, right? That's our first TP as a scalper. We just want to take out the M3 previous low. And then if price is going to take the Asia low, much better, right? So once I had the third break of structure right here, right? So this was the third break of structure. And we can see we had this point of interest right here. Right, so this was the third break of structure. So we can see this beautiful, chain of mitigation play right here. Price is breaking structure, mitigating, breaking structure, mitigating, broke structure again. So what I did is I waited for price to come back into this POI. We still have the Asia low to take, right? So let me just play price a little bit. So price starts to come back. So that's when the London, we can see this is just during London session, right? So we can see price came back right here. So my entry actually was somewhere at 109 right here. That was the entry that I had. I had a 1 pip stop loss on this one. I mean, it was a very, very tight stop entry. I actually caught this trade on the seconds time frame. So for the sake of the video, I'm not going to talk about the seconds because I see that a lot of newbies don't like the seconds time frame. So I'm just going to keep it to 3 minutes. As a scalper, you really don't need the seconds, right? So on this trade, just targeting the M1, the M3 previous low, you would have a 1 to 18.8 risk to reward ratio, right? I mean, it was just a beautiful, right? And this is the model that I teach every day. We take these trades every single day. You can even check my YouTube community. You'll see that update every single day, right? Because that's the model. This model we have every single day, and it just gives you this huge risk to reward ratio on a short period of time, short range. I mean, just this range right here is 1 to 18. You're done for the week, right? And we can see that once I took the trade, we went on to take the Asia low right here, boom, all the way down 1 to 28, and then, as we know, we did the top-down analysis. What was the intention? Is to see price coming down to take out the M30 previous low, right? Because everything is bearish from the high time frame, medium time frame, and lower time frame. We just saw everything turning bearish, right? So we see right there that price ended up taking the M30 previous low, right? So it was just, simple like that, right? We can see price ended up reversing, but after it broke the M30 previous low, which was the intention, it was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. So I hope I made the point clear with this breakdown, guys. Make sure to watch the video again. It's a very powerful concept. You just need 2-hour trading window. Last hour of Frankfurt, 7 a.m. all the way to 9 a.m., right? So you want to trade the 1 hour of London to catch the, so you can ride either the Asia high, right? Wait for price to just take the Asia high, and then you want to ride the price all the way to Asia low. But very important thing is it needs to be in alignment with the overall higher time frame and medium time frame intention. So if the medium time frame, for example, if you look right here, M30 is bearish, right? So this Asia price ended up taking Asia high. So the fact that we were going to take the sell to ride the Asia low, it actually was in confluence with the overall medium time frame intention, which was to take out the M30 previous low, right? So I hope I made the point clear with this breakdown, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button. If you have questions, my contact is in the description box below. Feel free to chat with me. If you would love to join the mentorship, it's buzzing, right? Feel free. My contact is in the description box below anytime you want. It's great stuff, right? And I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace.